Day 19. I guess when you're suspended, you're supposed to think about what you've done. I am supposed to think shoving Robin under the sinks was not cool. I am supposed to think I'll never do anything like that again. You know what I really think? Petey shoves me under the sink in the bathroom at home. All the time. No big deal. No one cares. Day 20. Get this. As part of my punishment, Mom and Dad say Petey can't drive me to school anymore. If I had known these were the severe consequences I'd face, I would have gotten suspended a lot sooner. Weekend. Intervention. That's what Paul called it. He's taking a nighttime college class. It's for nerds who want to be psychiatrists. It teaches them words like intervention. When he said it, I thought he meant for me, but he meant for Petey. He took Petey aside while Petey rolled his eyes. Paul told him to be a better big brother, a better person. Paul is the only one who sees Petey as he is, a King Kong jerk. You think Philip would see the King Kong jerk part too, but Philip is too busy with football and girls to notice anything other than cheerleaders or boobs. Paul told Petey to watch it. Petey said, "Watch this," and then punched a wall. Paul rumpled my hair. I think my getting suspended bothered Paul more than anyone else. More than me. Day 23. Well, my notebook is not lost. Guess who found it? Shrimpy Robin. His face is like a dog with a juicy bone. Whatever. No one can hear your heart beat faster when you are jagged stone. Mrs. Little put 50 pounds of books in my arms. Shelve them, she said. Her mouth was tight, puckered like a cat's butt. This is part of the punishment, not just suspension, becoming Mrs. Little's slave for 2 weeks after school. So boring, I might die. Day 24. I did not die, but now I might. Robin made copies of some pages from my notebook. Copies! Gave them to everyone! Everyone! Guess who's going to get to watch his nose explode off his face? At least Robin didn't copy my secret about messing up the books. And at least he didn't copy Petey's crying secret. And with Petey in high school, he would still find out from someone's big mouth. I'm sure of it. So now I'm worried because Robin knows my secrets. And I know he knows. And he knows I know he knows. And the way his smile curls like the Grinch is no good. That I know for sure. Deep breaths. Jagged stone turns to smooth rock. Cold rock. Rocks don't die. Rocks have no feelings. Rocks don't care. Mrs. Little relaxed her butt mouth as she made me dust the computers. Your face is as white as a sheet, Kevin, she said. Are you quite well? Mrs. Little is from England. She hardly ever talks. But when she does, sometimes she talks with extra words. I didn't say anything in case I threw up on the computers and then had to clean it. So much for being cold rock that doesn't care. It turns out the problem with having been suspended is that you are not just on thin ice, as they say, you've been sucked into zero tolerance, which is like zero gravity, except instead of floating in space suspended, you are pinned against a wall, frozen. One misstep and you're done. I told Paul about the zero tolerance and how I can't hit Robin for making copies of my notebook, even though Robin could use a swift kick in the butt. Paul said it's my own fault. He said Robin is protected from me because of me. I don't know what that means, other than that Paul is annoying. Day 25. Poetry boy. You think they'd come up with something better. Poetry boy, who's so tough now? Poetry boy, where's your dress? Poetry boy, Harry's out to get you now. Why is poetry boy a bad thing when everyone loves the pages I put on the walls? Isn't that like poetry too? Messing with sentences to make new ones? I'm no boy. I'm an outlaw. I'm a poetry bandit. Maybe I should tell my secret Spill the beans. Except what about zero tolerance? What about major consequences, mister? It's all so dumb. It doesn't bother me. Poetry boy, whatever. Robin is their leader, by the way. He thinks I'm easy prey as he leads the chants with his juicy dog bone face. That I can't hit anymore. Day 26. Robin says he'll tell on me. He'd tell everyone I'm the one who puts the marked up pages on the walls, and I'll be in big trouble because of the zero tolerance thing. But he'll keep my secret safe if I do one thing. He wants me to mark up the pages, and then he wants to put them on the walls. He wants to be the outlaw, the poetry bandit. I don't care. I don't, really. I told him he'll get in trouble. He says, no, he won't. I told him those are my bandit words. He says, not anymore. I said, I won't do it. He says, I'll make sure I get in trouble for it then. He'll make sure everyone sees my whole notebook too. All of it. I'll be murdered by Petey, and then I'll be expelled. This is a problem. They all loved it, of course. Well, except for the teachers, but no one cares about them. Now Robin wants me to discover him so he can be king of the school for real. That made me laugh. King of the school is not an actual thing, but it would be a good band name. I just I was just making fun of him. Duh. You're dreadfully ignorant if you have thought I am not king of this school. Day 9342. It's not really day 9342, but it feels like it. Shelving books, poetry boy, shelving books, poetry boy, shelving books. The days don't even separate anymore. It is all just one long, never ending day. The Cat Stranglers. That should be Petey's band name. Or Cat Tornadoes. Or Bleeding Ears. Or Bleeding Cat Tornado Ears. Something like that. I don't know what they're doing in there, but it doesn't sound like music. What they need is a real song, real words to scream in that microphone. We hate everybody. We hate you. We hate everybody, especially you. We hate everybody. We hate you. We hate everybody. We scream till we're blue. See? That wasn't hard. Day 1. Day I don't even know anymore. Metamorphosis. We watch a movie about it in science. It's when a caterpillar snuggles up in a chrysalis like a backward mummy. Instead of dying and being wrapped up, it wraps itself up to live, to become something new, something with freedom, something pretty. Unless it's a moth. A moth still has freedom, but it's ugly, gross, brown, dusty. It's just a dirty moth. In that case, metamorphosis is kind of sad. Like little caterpillar wraps itself up like a kid in elementary school going to sleep, and waking up a pizza-faced middle school weirdo. Robin is changing, growing wings every day in a chrysalis made of my notebook, a revenge chrysalis, which would be a good name for a band. If I squint, I can see his ugly, gross, dusty, dirty moth wings, his pizza face, his pale eyes glowing with greed at the laughs he gets at my expense that Mrs. Smithson ignores. Just like fake moth eyes on ugly wings, Robin's eyes better be hiding his true self, that he is still scared of me because he should be.